Announcing, Prince Arthur enters the hall.
So that's him, the prince they dug up from the slums. They say he's a pushover, even his foster mother can boss around.
Hey, watch your mouth.
I was born the crown prince of the crown estate, but the moment I was born, the midwife switched me. I ended up in the slums for 18 long years. I've endured the worst the world could throw at me.
Hurry up. You think you're still some pampered prince? All you're good for in this life is being everyone's pushover. And my son? He is living your life. In your palace, ha ha ha. In a few days, he'll be named Crown Prince, ha ha ha.
You ruined my life, and you show no remorse?
You dare glare at me? You want to try me?
Soon, your son will be joining you. Today, I'm back. I'm taking back everything that was always mine.
Look at him, he's just some lowlife scraping by at the bottom. How dare he be compared to Prince Julian, the future crown prince?
How dare you? This is His Highness, Prince Arthur. You will hold your tongue. Lead the way. To avoid being crushed, you must stand at the very top. Imperial power is the only true shield.
Arthur, you look just like I did in my youth.
Arthur, all these years, you've been through so much. Mother, from now on, I will love you twice as much.
Pushover. Why did you have to come back?
Julian, your mother condemned me to the slums for 18 years. As for you, you've gladly enjoyed the life that should have been mine. This cuckoo's nest farce is over.
Now that Arthur has returned, you should all attend to him. I, an outsider, won't be in the way.
Julian. Julian.
Julian has been the only prince in the palace. For 18 years, he's been spoiled rotten. So, he's naive and sensitive. Please, don't hold it against him.
And what if I do? What if I just won't let it go?
What did you say?
If his mother hadn't switched us back then, I'd never have ended up in the slums for 18 long years. Just for that? This phony prince has no right to stay in the palace.
You're still hung up on what happened back then. It was his mother's fault. Why take it out on Julian?
Arthur, I raised him for 18 years. I've long seen him as my own. Besides, Julian in this world only has us as family left. How could I possibly bear to let him drift out there all alone?
Father pities him. But what about how I feel? Do you even care? I was robbed of these 18 years of life. I lived like a gutter rat, scorned and chased by everyone. While he lived in comfort, usurping my life. Now, I'm back, and you're still letting him cling on here? Hoarding everything that's mine?
Arthur, what do you want me to do?
I'll let him stay in the palace. But as for the Crown Prince matter, I want you to reconsider. After all, he's just a foster son of impure blood, while I am the legitimate heir.
No. You promised to make Julian the Crown Prince. To change your mind now. He can't bear that embarrassment.
And I'm supposed to bear it? Exactly. The 18 years stolen from me. I was like a pushover, ordered around by everyone, suffering every kind of humiliation. I couldn't even get a decent meal. That was a luxury. I've been worn down. My skin's thick now. Of course I can handle it.
Arthur,
Father, If you insist on siding with Julian, then I'll go right back to the slums to freeze and starve. At least, there's no false affection or fake hope. Then there's no hope at all.
Arthur. Granted. The Crown Prince matter will be discussed another day.
The softest part of a person's heart is nothing but guilt. I'll use this weapon to bit by bit take back everything I've lost.
The Crown Prince issue. We'll decide another day.
Father.
All these years, I've failed Arthur. In so many ways. Arthur, you must be exhausted from the journey. Go and get some rest. Eleanor, which palace have you arranged for Arthur?
Father, I've arranged for him to stay at Penance Hall. May he learn to mind his words and actions, stay humble and patient, and know his place.
In which palace is Julian staying in?
The Crown Residence.
Father, the Crown Residence upholds heaven's will and carries on the royal line. It is the Crown Prince's rightful home. I'm taking back the Crown Residence.
What is that supposed to mean? Julian is accustomed to living in the Crown Residence. You can't just swap them like that.
He's been squatting in my place for far too long. Time to clear out. Eleanor, I am off to the Crown Residence now.
You.
Arthur.
Now.
Mother. I never intended to compete for the position of Crown Prince. I only wish to remain in the palace and stay by your side and father's. But in Arthur's heart, there's just no room for me. Since that's the case, I'll leave right now. I won't be a burden to you or father anymore.
Julian. You and Arthur are both dear to my heart. This family cannot be whole without either of you.
Mother.
Hush.
Take everything with you when you go. From now on, this place is mine. From now on, this place is mine.
What are you saying?
No one is making Julian leave.
The Crown Estate has always been the Crown Prince's residence. Only those of true royal blood are worthy of it. Now that I'm back, shouldn't it be returned to its rightful owner?
Mother.
Julian. Mother will stand up for you. Arthur, your sister Eleanor has prepared a palace for you. Why don't you just settle in and make it your home? Why pick a fight with Julian? Besides, Julian's lived in the Crown Residence so long it's home to him.
You hear that? Get out of here.
Father, I am of royal blood, yet now, you're sticking me in a side palace and telling me to watch what I say. While someone with tainted blood
Occupies the main Crown Estate.
How is that right?
Julian may not be Mother's own son, but after over 10 years, he's already family. Don't you care how he feels?
I'm family too. So why don't any of you care about how I feel?
You.
Eleanor. Mother. If Arthur can't stand me, I'll just leave. I don't want to cause any trouble.
Julian doesn't have to go. This is your home. No one's taking it from you.
Arthur. Asking Julian to move out so suddenly is hard for him to accept.
Father.
Before, in the slums, I had no choice. I was locked in a cellar, pitch dark, living off scraps. But now I'm back at the palace. Finally, I have a chance to choose. I just want to choose something I actually like, for once. Is that too much to ask for?
No matter what you went through, that's no reason to make Julian suffer. Besides, Father hasn't named you Crown Prince yet. Even if Julian were to move out, it's not your turn to live there.
That's enough. Arthur. Father knows you've been through a lot all these years.
Sighs.
It's only the Crown Residence. I give you my permission to move in.
Your Majesty.
Julian. you will move out and make room for Arthur. Father has given you permission to move in.
Mother,
Julian, I know you're hurt, but a change of scenery might do you good, some peace and quiet. Now, come here. Take this royal pendant.
this pendant was passed down by the late king himself. The jade itself is a rarity, once in a century. It carries the fortune of our royal line. No, this is too precious. I truly cannot accept this. It would be better suited for Arthur.
Julian, you're just too kind. Don't worry, Arthur just returned to the palace. He's not worthy of such a precious heirloom. Here, you keep it.
This doesn't feel right.
Thank you for this gift, Mother. This is the first gift I've ever received from you. I will cherish it.
Arthur.
Arthur, take it. Forget about a mere pendant. From now on, whatever you want, you just ask me. I will make up for everything I've owed you all these years.
Thank you, Father.
Julian.
Now,
Julian, won't you be happy until you've taken everything from Julian?
Arthur, you.
Father, am I not worthy of this pendant? But I'm Mother's child too. I want to receive a gift from her too.
Oh, come now. Arthur, you've done nothing wrong.
Mother and Eleanor seem to favor Julian more. It's like they never consider how I feel. Father, it's just not fair, Father.
Arthur, as long as I sit on this throne, I will never let you suffer any injustice. Starting tomorrow, go to the training grounds to practice martial arts. Eldoria was founded on martial prowess. Whether you remain a prince or become crown prince one day, your skills must command respect. Only then can you shoulder the responsibility.
Since they treat me like dirt, why should I beg for scraps and fawn over them? The key is to win over the king. Once I gain his approval, the throne will be mine for the taking.
Your Highness, you are not only His Majesty and Her Majesty's most beloved prince, but your martial skills even surpass His Majesty's own from years past. It seems the Crown Prince position is yours for the taking.
Soon, once I've dealt with a certain dog blocking my path, open the door. Arthur, I didn't know you were coming to the training grounds today. The door is locked, and I can't open it either. How about this? You'll have to make do and crawl through the dog hole over there. It's small, but it should be big enough for you.
Who is that?
That is Arthur.
Is the one father just retrieved from the slums.
Retrieved. I hear he had a very hard life as a child.
Not only did he have to eat leftovers for every meal,
He was even forced to do hard labor. The slums? With such a lowly background, how can he be called a prince?
Exactly. A prince should be like Prince Julian here, with royal grace in every gesture. But look at this guy. Let me introduce myself. I am the legitimate eldest son, and I am the rightful heir to the crown prince position. However, the midwife back then harbored ill intentions. For her own son's future, she swapped us.
oh, right.
This dear brother of mine, Julian, is her son.
What? A midwife? Prince Julian's birth mother is of such lowly status? So, Prince Julian is not of royal blood at all, he's the midwife's child. And that one is the true royal heir.
Father specifically instructed me to work hard on my martial arts so that I may be fit for the crown prince position in the future. But now, I can't even get through this door. If Father finds out, Your Highness, I'll just...
Don't move. This door won't open today. You'll have to crawl through this dog hole. After all, Arthur is used to being ordered around in the slums. Crawling through a dog hole should be second nature to him. You can only crawl through this dog hole. So you're just a spineless coward. Then again, you were always just a lowlife, a pathetic pushover clinging to life. How dare you think you can challenge me? Humph. My face. Have you lost your mind?
No. Didn't you tell me to figure it out myself, Julian?
Your Highness, this action of yours is far too unreasonable and tyrannical. This humble general, Neon Dongliang, pays his respects to your Highness. Rise. My, what impressive skills, Arthur. Even the wall of this training ground couldn't withstand your kick. How fortunate that General Neon is here. I'll trouble you, General, to personally help my dear brother improve his martial arts. The rest of you, leave. All of you.
Yes.
Commander Neon Dongliang of the Imperial Guard. Even he has become Julian's man. This imposter dares to be so brazen.
Move the plan forward. Use the training session as a pretext to eliminate him. Won't that be too obvious? Father is preoccupied with state affairs today. He definitely won't come. Eldoria was founded on martial prowess. As the eldest legitimate son, you should be even more dedicated to mastering it. How about this old minister spars with you a bit, Your Highness? General Neon's martial skills are formidable. Today, you won't get out of this without shedding a layer of skin, at the very least.
General Neon, your martial arts are superb. If you were to harm me, you know the consequences.
Your Highness, you have nothing to worry about. This old minister knows his limits.
I gave you a chance. Too bad you chose the wrong side. Is that all you've got? Julian, you've raised a dog that doesn't even know how to bite.
How dare you?
How dare you? A fake and a fool. What? Do you think the Imperial Palace is a place for you to run wild?
Say one more word.
What? Did I hit a nerve?
All you can do is throw things.
Or perhaps, sitting on that throne for so long has made you truly believe you're a real prince.
Kill him.
The fish has taken the bait. Father, today is my first martial arts lesson. I was hoping you could offer some guidance.
But state affairs are heavy today. Very well. Father will be there on time. I'm afraid I won't arrive until late afternoon.
As long as you're willing to come, Father, I'm willing to wait as long as it takes. When Father arrives, he will see right through your hypocritical face. Your Majesty, the carriage is ready.
Mother,
Julian and Arthur are practicing in the training yard. That's wonderful. Arthur finally understands that Julian isn't a bad person. Our family should always be harmonious.
Let's go to the training yard.
What's the meaning of this?
You're new here, Arthur. As your younger brother, I need to teach you the rules. Don't get any ideas about the Crown Prince position.
Here it comes. Now.
Ha ha ha. You were so arrogant earlier. What happened? Now you're just lying here panting like a dog.
How dare you touch me? Father will never let you get away with this.
All I need to do is claim it was an accident. Father will just ground me for a few days. Because Mother has my back. Eleanor dotes on me. And you. A pushover who crawled out of the slums. You've been alone your entire life. Who's going to protect you?
You're afraid I'll take Father and Mother's affection from you. But for 18 years, I never saw my parents once. I long for family too. But that isn't a reason for you to kill me.
Unbelievable. You treat that cheap affection like it's some treasure. Let me tell you the truth. I've always been using their favor for my own gain. And you're still clinging to that elusive idea of family. That is why you lose. The day you returned to the palace, you should have understood the crown prince position was always mine. A pushover from the streets daring to compete for favor, trying to trick Father into making you heir. You should have rotted in the slums for the dogs. Stop. Father. Why is Father here? It was you.
Sacrificing myself to make you fall from grace. This was just the first step.
Stop.
You and your viper of a mother owe me 18 years. I will repay it bit by bit, with blood and debt, and get it all back.
What's going on here?
Father. Father.
Of course, Julian can't say it, because he just tried to kill me.
I didn't. Arthur, how can you slander me like that?
Arthur, don't you dare slander Julian. He's the most innocent and kind-hearted person. He wouldn't even hurt a rabbit. How could he possibly kill his own brother?
Innocent? Kind-hearted? I wanted to enter the training ground. He had someone lock the door from the outside and force me to crawl through a dog hole because he said that is the proper path for a lowlife like me to take. I'd like to ask, just because I was born among commoners, does that mean I'm destined to be inferior and deserve such humiliation? When he couldn't insult me enough, he sent these men to humiliate me, and when I fought back, they used real swords and spears to try and kill me. This is what you call innocent and kind-hearted?
You're lying. How could he possibly do such a thing?
I'm lying? Unless he gave them his silent approval, these men would dare to attack a prince with intent to kill?
Julian, what Arthur said, is it true?
I never did such a thing. I never made him crawl through a dog hole. And I never once thought about killing him.
Then why were you holding a sword? Against your brother?
No. It wasn't me trying to hurt Arthur. Yes. It was General Nian. He has no sense of restraint. His sword almost pierced Arthur's heart. In the heat of the moment, I rushed over to grab the sword. In the chaos, the sword pointed the wrong way. That's how Arthur got hurt by mistake. Father, I really wanted to save him. Your Highness, how could you? General Nian. The evidence of you embezzling military funds is still in my hands. Take the blame, and I'll do everything to protect you. If you don't, we both go down.
Your Majesty, please calm your anger. Julian has always been timid. How would he dare to harm Arthur? General Nian, hurry and explain everything clearly to His Majesty.
Your Majesty, it was all this old minister's fault. During our sparring, I failed to control my strength. I accidentally injured Prince Arthur. This matter has nothing to do with Prince Julian. It's all this old minister's mistake.
You. I have always trusted your steadiness and judgment. Yet you dared to harm my beloved son. You have truly disappointed me. 50 lashes and 3 years salary forfeiture.
This old minister obeys the decree.
Arthur,
Father,
are you satisfied with this judgment?
Father, General Nian nearly killed me. He assaulted his superior, showing contempt for the law. How can he be let off so lightly? I beg you, Father, to uphold justice for me. Have him thrown into the imperial prison.
Father, you can't just let him have his way. General Nian is a hero who defended the borders of Eldoria. How can you, over a simple misunderstanding, send him to the imperial prison?
Indeed, Your Majesty, General Nian has a glorious military record. If he is severely punished, it may demoralize the troops.
So, in the eyes of Mother and Eleanor, the life of your own son is less important than a general who dared to assault him. Of course, I'm just a prince from the slums. Even if I died in the training grounds, no one would care.
Arthur, don't say such things. You and Julian are both dear to my heart.
Enough. Stop this hypocritical act. Let me ask you this. If it were Julian who was hurt today, would you let the culprit go unpunished?
Arthur, as you wish. Nian Dongliang, report to the imperial prison for your punishment.
Your Majesty, these old bones of mine can't withstand the torture in the imperial prison.
You harmed my beloved son. I am sparing your life only out of respect for our past ties. Go and face your punishment. Don't lose what little dignity you have left.
Yes. Your humble servant. Yes, your Arthur. General Nian has been dealt with. Are you satisfied now?
You can make General Nian the scapegoat, but are you blameless? You are my brother, Julian. Yet you stood by and watched. You let them humiliate me. If it hadn't come to this, would I have ended up like this?
Speak, Father. Father. I was afraid. The moment he returned, he took my crown estate. I was afraid he'd take you, Mother, and Eleanor away from me too. After all, Arthur is the true-born heir, and I'm just an adopted son. That's why I wanted him to suffer a little. I was just afraid of being bullied by him, afraid of being sent away, and never seeing you all again.
How could I ever abandon you? That's right.
As long as I'm here, no one will drive you away.
Arthur. Julian. He was just afraid you'd bully him. He acted in self-preservation. Forgive him this once. Go see the imperial physician first, all right?
Forgive him? Impossible. Father, just now, Julian allowed an outsider to bully me. Shouldn't he be punished for that?
What exactly do you want?
Administer a caning. I want him to feel the same pain I just endured.
No. Mother.
Don't be afraid, Julian. Arthur. You absolutely must not do this. Julian, he's been sheltered his whole life, never known a day of hardship. How could he possibly endure such a punishment?
Arthur, how can you be so cruel? Just because you got a little hurt, you have to make Julian suffer the same? Father, if the entire court sees Julian being punished,
Where will that leave?
his dignity as a prince, Julian is proud. He simply couldn't bear it.
Father. He.
Arthur. Enough.
It seems Father's heart is still too soft. Then I won't put Father in a difficult position. I've been bullied my whole life. No one ever cared.
Arthur. Your father will do as you say. Julian. While it cannot be proven that you orchestrated your brother's injury, your brother's wound was ultimately caused by you. You cannot escape blame. 30 strokes of the cane.
Father.
Kneel and accept your punishment.
After you, Prince Julian. Thank you, Father. Please stand up for me. I knew it. In the whole world, only you are good to me, Father.
Arthur. Arthur. It is I who failed to protect you. Arthur. Now, can you go and tend to your wounds in peace? If anything else happens to you, your father would never forgive himself.
Yes, I will do as you say, Father. General Nean has served Eldoria for many years, and Julian is their treasured son. Of course, Father would not actually take their lives, but our goal has been achieved. We are making an example of them to intimidate Julian's faction and to show the entire court who is truly qualified to claim the title of Crown Prince. Your Highness, there's nothing seriously wrong. You just need to change the dressing regularly. And make sure the wound doesn't get wet.
I'll remember that. Thank you, Doctor.
Everyone out. Arthur, forget about you punishing the highly decorated General Nean. But Julian was only afraid you'd hurt him. That's why he acted. How could you be so vicious?
I'm vicious? Eleanor, I'm your own flesh and blood brother. I almost lost my life. You show no concern for my injury. Instead, you question me about punishing the culprit?
Having a brother like you is the real disgrace. Since you returned to the palace, you haven't done a single useful thing for Eldoria. How dare you compare yourself to the highly decorated General Nean? Let alone to Julian.
So, in your eyes, Eleanor, my life is worth less than an outsider's? Then, let me ask you this. If it were Julian who was wrong today, what would you do?
Stop playing the victim. Arthur, you're just jealous of Julian. That's why you used General Nean to pick a fight. Julian is so naive. Can't you just give him a break?
I didn't kick him out of the palace. That's the most tolerance I can show him. Kui Kui, show her out.
Arthur, you just have to bully him, don't you? Why?
Even if I say more, what good would it do? You'll always side with that phony little brother of mine, won't you?
Your Highness, my lord needs to rest. Please leave.
Julian has been building his power for years. His foundation is solid. He's not only got the princess wrapped around his finger, he's also planting his own people in the military. Even a veteran like General Nean dares to take his side. To compete for the Crown Prince's position, going it alone isn't going to work. Kui Kui, prepare the sedan. I'm going to see Father. I'm going to plead for General Nean's pardon.
But Didn't you just have the king punish him? Why let him off now?
Him. Punishment establishes authority. Mercy bestows favor. After this incident, General Nean must have seen Julian's cold and ungrateful nature. If I lend a hand now, if he's smart, he'll realize who's truly worth his loyalty. This crucial piece on the path to the throne, I must keep him in my grasp.
General Nean.
You may leave now.
Out. But didn't His Majesty sentence me?
I heard it was Prince Arthur who pleaded for mercy on your behalf before His Majesty.
Your Highness, you and General Nean had a conflict at the training grounds before. Even though you spoke for him before His Majesty, given his previous attitude towards you, I'm afraid he won't come to thank you.
Your humble servant kneels to thank Your Highness for saving my life.
The General and I have some matters to discuss. You may withdraw.
Yes.
If not for Your Highness pleading for mercy on my behalf before His Majesty, this old life of mine would have rotted away in the imperial prison.
You are a valuable general to Eldoria. I did not wish to see you choose the wrong side, follow the wrong person, and ruin your life. You previously helped Julian against me. That debt I haven't forgotten.
I was a fool. That little brat Julian. Before I took the fall, he promised to protect me. But afterwards, he didn't even show his face. But you, Your Highness, understand both reward and punishment, and possess the capacity for forgiveness. From this day forward, this old life of mine is yours, Your Highness. Following Julian would only make me a scapegoat, but following you is the only way to survive, the only path to glory.
General, please rise. From now on, serve Eldoria well. I will not treat you poorly. The affairs of Eldoria are becoming increasingly burdensome. I wish to learn more so I can share your burden, Father. Therefore, I humbly request, Father, to allow me to attend the court assembly to observe the discussions on state affairs.
However, you've only just returned to the palace. It's not quite proper.
I understand that a prince who has just returned should not ask to attend court sessions. But I see Julian often attending court with you, Father, learning by your side. In my heart, I can't help but feel envious. As fellow princes, I also wish to master my duties sooner.
Ah. That's true. Although you've just returned, you are a prince after all. You should learn statecraft. In the future, you can share my burdens. Tomorrow, accompany me to court.
I thank you, Father. I will study diligently, striving to ease your worries as soon as possible.
Once you're feeling better, go see your mother and Julian. Let Julian properly apologize to you. Don't let things remain tense.
I will follow your guidance, Father. At court, as long as I can demonstrate my capabilities and make the courtiers see clearly who is truly worth following, they will naturally align themselves with me. Next, it's time to build my own faction.
Julian. There, don't cry. Mother, how could I bear to send you away? No more tears.
Julian.
Do you admit your fault? Father, I truly know I was wrong. I was foolish. I shouldn't have let Arthur suffer. Please, Father, don't send me away.
Wrong? Crying won't fix this. Your brother was hurt physically, but his heart was hurt even more. Apologize to your brother.
Your Majesty.
Arthur, I'm sorry. It was a moment of foolishness. That caused you to suffer. It's all my fault. I'll never dare do it again. Please, Arthur, be magnanimous. Forgive me just this once.
Since Father has already spoken, I naturally won't pursue it further. I hope that from now on, In the penance hall, you will strictly observe the rules, curb your arrogance and impatience, and stay put. If there is a next time, I, as your elder brother, won't hesitate to use the rules of the crown estate to teach you your proper place.
This Arthur not only stole my palace, he dares to lecture me. Arthur, just wait until I get the chance. I'll make sure you're torn to pieces.
Arthur, Julian has already gone this far, humbled himself to apologize to you. Why must you keep being so unforgiving?
I haven't seen any genuine remorse from Julian. It seems more like he's holding on to the humiliation of today, plotting how to find fault with me later. Julian.
That's absolutely not true. I truly am sincerely repentant this time. From now on, I will be careful with my words and actions, and know my place.
I hope so. Let's just get along. After all, Father is already overworked with state affairs and very tired.
Speaking of state affairs, at tomorrow's morning court, Arthur will also attend.
Arthur isn't as exceptionally clever as Julian, and besides, he just returned from living among the commoners and has no experience with governance. Wouldn't it be inappropriate for him to attend so abruptly?
Exactly. Arthur is just an illiterate who crawled out of the slums. He probably can't even read all the characters. How could he understand court politics? Taking him to the throne hall would only make him a laughingstock among the ministers, damaging the royal family's dignity.
But I think Mother and Eleanor are worrying too much. Arthur has lived among the common people for years. Regarding the people's livelihood, he must have considerable insight. Perhaps he can offer the court some fresh ideas.
That makes sense. Tomorrow then, you two will accompany me. Arthur, you can learn a thing or two from your younger brother.
See? That's the difference. Hurry up and thank Julian.
Eleanor is right. Julian has long resided in the palace, steeped in its ways. His vision and strategy must far surpass my own. At tomorrow's morning court, I hope you will allow me to learn from you.
If you don't attend the morning court, how can your foolishness highlight my talent for governance? When the time comes, and you make a complete fool of yourself before the ministers, Father will naturally see clearly who is truly fit to bear the responsibility of the crown prince.
Jiangzhou is suffering a severe drought. The land is scorched for miles. Hundreds of thousands of refugees are flooding into the surrounding prefectures. My ministers, what is your counsel? Julian, Arthur, since you both now attend court, speak your minds.
Father, I believe the most urgent task is to secure our borders. Set up barriers at key checkpoints to strictly prevent refugees from entering the capital. This will stop them from gathering and causing unrest and disrupting public order. Then, order Jiangzhou to open the granaries and distribute food. This will calm the people. At the same time, I am willing to lead everyone in the Shenxing Palace to reduce our meals by 1 per day. The savings will be used for disaster relief. This shows the royal family shares in the people's hardship.
Prince Julian is benevolent. This plan is sound. It maintains stability and demonstrates royal grace. It is indeed the best strategy for now. Prince Julian truly has a talent for governance.
I admit you're skilled in martial arts, but when it comes down to it, you're just a simple-minded, muscle-headed fool. Let's see how you compete with me.
In that case, we shall follow Julian's plan. No. Arthur, what is your view?
Father, Julian's proposal is like adding fuel to the fire.
Adding fuel to the fire.
It seems Prince Arthur truly doesn't understand statecraft. Prince Julian's plan is flawless. Indeed. Exactly. I heard this prince just returned from the slums. He probably can't even read properly.
And now he wants to lecture us on governance. If ruling a country were as easy as begging for food, then what was the point of us studying the classics for decades?
Reading more books doesn't necessarily mean you understand the people's suffering. State affairs are not theories on paper. They are the land beneath our feet, the real hardships of the common folk.
Arthur, then in your view,
Sending troops to block them may seem like maintaining order, but in reality, it traps hundreds of thousands of desperate, starving people in one place. If something goes wrong, it will ignite like a wildfire in an instant. Then we'll need even more troops to suppress it, causing greater casualties. That's the first reason. Secondly, if Jiangzhou had enough grain, there would be no refugees to begin with. When I was among the people, I heard. The official granaries in Jiangzhou show full accounts, but 9 out of 10 are actually empty. Opening the granaries now would not only fail to release grain, but also alert our enemies. It would allow the corrupt to destroy evidence ahead of time. Third, the minor savings from the palace are, to hundreds of thousands of refugees, nothing but a drop in the bucket.
It only buys temporary goodwill.
it does nothing to solve the real problem.
Arthur, everything you've said is known to everyone in court. But you only point out the problems. You offer no solutions. What good is that? Should the refugees...
Just keep waiting? That's right. Exactly. That's right.
Are you trying to fool Father again? I don't believe you have a better plan than mine.
Precisely. Everyone knows these problems. The key is to solve them. What's the use of just talking?
Father, this is the best solution. I can currently think of to pacify the refugees. It seems my brother is more clever. He must have a better strategy than this.
Arthur, since you've pointed out these issues, you must have a plan in mind. Speak freely.
Of course. I have two strategies.
Let's hear it.
The best plan is a work for relief program. Immediately recruit able-bodied refugees. The court will dispatch craftsmen to guide them in building irrigation systems, digging deep wells, and repairing official roads. They will be paid daily with grain or wages. This way, the refugees survive,
And the court gets its projects done.
It also lays the groundwork for future disaster prevention. The worst plan is a nationwide requisition. Order the Ministry of Revenue to immediately calculate the grain reserves in prosperous neighboring prefectures. The court will provide funds to purchase grain at a price slightly above market rate, not through forced requisition. This way, merchants see profit and will eagerly transport grain. The supply will naturally be sufficient.
And local livelihoods won't be harmed.
Indeed. Work for relief. Turning disaster victims into a workforce. Not only solves the resettlement problem, it also keeps the people alive. And the nationwide coordination balances grain supply and public welfare.
Thoroughly considered.
Yes. Prince Arthur's two strategies are excellent. They solve the immediate crisis and consider the long term. Truly a mature and strategic vision for the state. Good. Excellent work for relief plan. Excellent nationwide coordination. Arthur, I never expected you to have such unique insight into civil administration. Julian, you must learn more from your brother in the future. Remember to focus more on the people's welfare. Don't limit yourself to superficial work.
Yes. Damn it. To let a country bumpkin like you steal all the spotlight. Seems you prepared thoroughly for this morning court session. Your Majesty, this humble official has an urgent matter to report.
The famine in Jiangzhou has dragged on without relief. It's not just due to natural disasters. It's also because of the corrupt officials there who are meddling behind the scenes. They've swapped the grain meant for people for animal feed.
Animal feed? That's coarse fodder for livestock. How dare they palm that off on the victims? This goes beyond mere corruption. It's sheer disregard for human life. Utterly despicable.
How dare they be so outrageous? They have no conscience. What respect do they have for the people's dignity? This is outrageous. Father, if this matter is not dealt with, I fear it will chill the hearts of the common people. I implore you to dispatch an imperial inspector immediately, bearing the imperial sword, to Jiangzhou to thoroughly investigate all officials involved. Once guilt is proven, execute them without mercy. Only then can we serve as a warning to others and appease the people's hearts.
Well said. Such parasites must be executed. Nothing less will quell the public's fury.
Subject them to the severest punishment. Make an example of them. Punish the corrupt officials severely.
This is the skill I've honed over a dozen years in the palace, soaked in its ways. I understand the rules of the court. I know how to leverage power and establish authority. This is something you, a lowborn from a commoner family, an inferior person, will never learn. What do you have to compare with me?
Good.
By my decree, dispatch the Jiangzhou inspector immediately. To Jiangzhou.
That corrupt official must not be arrested.
Arthur, what did you just say?
Are you really going to tolerate this behavior?
Arthur, how dare you? You're actually aiding the corrupt officials. Protecting corrupt officials.
Corrupt officials swapping grain is a capital offense, and he says we shouldn't arrest them? If this gets out, the people will curse the court. Tolerating corruption?
I really don't know what Prince Arthur is thinking. The law is not a game. This move, it's truly against common sense.
It will only incite public anger. Humph.
After all, Prince Arthur came back from the slums. The bad habits ingrained in him aren't so easy to change. His whole worldview is probably messed up.
Arthur, you must give me a reasonable explanation. Otherwise, if you can't justify this, not only the entire court won't accept it. Even I can't let you talk nonsense.
I say this because this 1 pound of grain was swapped for 3 pounds of bran. That means it could feed 1 person. Now it can feed 3. In the face of survival, suffering a bit is nothing.
Bran is for livestock, not for people. How can you disregard the people's dignity so completely?
The refugees are still people, aren't they?
What are you saying?
How could Prince Arthur say such heartless words?
A tragedy for our nation. Our Eldoria actually has a prince who treats the people as worthless weeds. Royal decorum demands loving the people as one's own children. But Prince Arthur, on the other hand, doesn't even care about them. How is he fit to be a prince?
Arthur, the disaster victims are also citizens of Eldoria. How can you treat them with such contempt? Father, the people are the foundation of Eldoria, and they are your subjects. That is precisely why we must severely punish the corrupt officials, return their grain, and restore their dignity.
Well said. Prince Chen is right. Punish the corrupt. Restore the people's dignity. Punish the corrupt. Restore the people's dignity.
Punish the corrupt.
Restore the people's dignity.
You only know how to spout nonsense no one understands. My momentum is rising. You simply can't compete with me.
You say I'm heartless, that I look down on the common folk. Then I'd like to ask all you esteemed officials present, who among you has actually set foot in the disaster zone? Is it you ministers, living comfortably in the capital, who only engage in lofty talk and armchair strategies in your memorials? Or you, a prince who grew up in the palace, draped in silks and satins, who doesn't even know what hunger is? If you had actually been to the disaster area, you'd know no matter how much the court allocates, the relief grain is never enough. If we don't find a way to make changes, then the refugees you see in Jiangzhou will be nothing but piles of bones.
Then just request more grain from the court. Father would never stand by and do nothing.
With all the wars these years, do you really think the treasury is as rich as you imagine? But the court clearly allocated relief funds and grain. I checked Jiangzhou's accounts. That money never reached the people. It all ended up in the hands of a man called Boss Xiao. How can you speak for someone like that?
Exactly.
These people have no idea how dire the situation is, yet they insist on cracking down on corrupt officials. Do they know the consequences?
What? Arthur knows he's in the wrong, so he's speechless.
Even if it went into his pocket, that's his skill. The court allocated silver. He made more of it. With that embezzled money, he bought more bran and chaff. He saved more refugees. He gave them a few more days to live. Without him, the piles of bones in Jiangzhou would only be greater.
Ridiculous. How can you lie with your eyes wide open, calling embezzlement saving the people?
Correct. The two cannot be conflated. Since when is corruption justified?
That's right. To save the people, you must first save the officials. What people are you saving then?
Absurd.
It's the truth. These millions of refugees, who will distribute the relief to them? You? Or me?
It still falls to those.
Officials, big and small. If you don't feed them, how can they serve the state?
That's the most absurd thing I've ever heard. Bribery and corruption. And you're trying to justify it. Do you have any respect for the law? Please, Father, see reason.
Father, I believe we should let that corrupt official Zhao go for now. Because right now, that's the safest course of action. After all, he's the one keeping the disaster relief under control.
Wait a minute, Arthur. How do you know that corrupt official, Zhao?
Because I grew up in Zhangzhou, in the filthiest, most chaotic slums, where even a full meal was a luxury. The word for official, it's written with two mouths. You have to feed the one on top first, before you can feed the one on the bottom. Let me tell you, I've seen so many brutal realities down there, that a prince who's had everything handed to him,
Like you could never understand.
dealing with the people suffering. You think arresting a few corrupt officials solves everything?
But this is still condoning corruption. You're being reckless and disrespectful, a complete disregard for the law. This is recklessness and disrespect. Lawlessness.
From ancient times to the present, how many honest officials and how many corrupt ones?
Honest officials are as rare as phoenix feathers and unicorn horns. Corrupt ones are as countless as the sands of the Yellow River.
Indeed, I believe no one is a saint. We all have greed, anger, fear, and pride. That's human nature. I think every official here, high and low, harbors secrets in their hearts. But I am not condoning it, as long as they hold fast to the most fundamental principles. Do not betray the state, do not harm the people, and avoid the great evils that would shake Eldoria's foundations. These minor transgressions can be understood. After all, the art of governance is not about nitpicking every little thing. It's about seeing who will serve the state with their lives and do real work for the people.
But Arthur, shouldn't those corrupt officials be apprehended? If we don't arrest them, who will ever respect the laws of the court?
Of course we will. Just not right now, during a crisis. Right now, tens of thousands of victims are waiting to be saved. If we arrest all the officials tainted by corruption, who will inventory the granaries? Who will mobilize the military horses? Who will get that brand into the hands of the victims? Father, Jianzhou is a den of thieves. If we just round them all up, I'm afraid there will be very few left to serve Eldoria, a handful at best.
But we can't just keep tolerating this.
Exactly, we must not tolerate it. This is protecting corrupt officials.
We absolutely cannot tolerate corruption. It's not tolerance, it's about timing. Once this disaster has passed, the refugees are settled and the irrigation is repaired. Then we audit the books, confiscate property where due, exile those who deserve it. Not a single one gets away. But for now, let these corrupt officials be useful for once.
But
We need to save lives. That means using people who can get things done. Even if they have selfish motives, we must save the living first, then clean up the administration.
Arthur, then. When will that be?
When the first wave of refugees on the Work for Relief program begin repairing the canals, when the grain ships reach the Jiangzhou docks, when those victims all have a stable ration of food, when the crisis has passed, then we send the censors to investigate.
and investigate thoroughly.
So that every corrupt official is brought to justice.
Good, well said. Anti-corruption. It has always been a historical challenge. Corruption bred by the monopoly of power. Greed fueled by human weakness. Loopholes left by flawed systems. These things cannot be rushed. Take it slow and sort it out. Purge them one by one. But right now, the disaster is raging. The people's lives hang by a thread. Save lives first, then talk about governance. That's what matters most.
Yes, yes.
Your Majesty is absolutely right, Prince Lin is also farsighted. Catching corrupt officials is important, of course. But if catching corrupt officials delays disaster relief, and the victims lose their means of survival, that would be putting the cart before the horse. Prince Lin knows his priorities. Truly wise. Prince Lin is wise. Arthur. I was wrong about you before. I never imagined you could think so far ahead. Even further than I could. Julian. It's not your brother who should learn from you. On the contrary, you should learn from your brother. Learn a great deal from him. Learn how he always puts the people first.
Yes, Father. I only saw the surface of punishing corruption. I couldn't see as deeply as my brother, who saw the true essence of saving the people. I truly should learn well from him.
Do you know why you lost? You've never even experienced what it's like to go hungry. I had to step over countless starving corpses just to survive to this day.
Does anyone else have a memorial to present? Since there are none, then today's session.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty, the Wolf Kingdom of the North has amassed 100,000 troops at our border. They demand 10,000 taels of gold, 50,000 bolts of silk, and 300,000 bushels of grain, along with the 2 northern border cities. Only then will they withdraw. Otherwise...
Otherwise what?
Otherwise, they will crush our Eldorian border and march straight for the capital.
How dare they? To take advantage of Eldoria's weakness. It's outright plunder. Do they think Eldoria is an easy target? This is outrageous. Trouble never comes alone. Internal strife is not yet quelled, and now an external threat arrives. What are we to do?
Our treasury is empty, and the disaster rages on. If we go to war with the Wolf Kingdom now, the consequences are unthinkable.
My lords, the Wolf Kingdom has gone too far. Should we fight, or should we sue for peace?
Father, you must not compromise. The Wolf Kingdom is insatiably greedy. If we agree this time, they will think Eldoria is weak and easy to bully. They'll only push for more in the future. Though Eldoria faces natural disasters, our national dignity must not be lost. We should immediately mobilize the border troops and strike back. Let them know Eldoria's majestic and divine might.
Your Majesty, Prince Julian speaks wisely. Our border troops do not fear that puny Wolf Kingdom. I vow to fight for our country.
That insignificant Wolf Kingdom has gone too far. I, too, am willing to fight for our nation.
You, who grew up among the common folk, may understand the people's hardships. But when it comes to military and diplomacy, you are not my equal.
Arthur, what is your view on this matter?
Julian's strategy may superficially preserve the nation's dignity, but in reality, it pushes the country into an abyss of utter ruin. We absolutely must not go to war.
Not go to war? Then what? Cede territory, pay reparations, and beg for peace and humiliation.
How can we not fight? Are we supposed to just stand by and let some puny Wolf Kingdom trample our lands? And disgrace the honor of Eldoria?
I always thought Prince Arthur was a man of courage. Turns out he's just a coward who fears war like the plague. What a disgrace to Eldoria.
Oomph.
In the end, he's grown too accustomed to a life of ease. I suspect the prince is only concerned with preserving his own wealth, with no regard for the royal family's dignity.
Your loyalty and bravery are commendable, generals. But let me ask you this. If we go to war, where will the army provisions come from? From Jiangzhou, where people are starving in the streets, or from the national treasury, which is already buying grain for disaster relief? Furthermore, the Wolf Kingdom's cavalry is swift as the wind. If they avoid a direct confrontation and harass our vast, sprawling border instead, wearing down our troops, what then?
This is...
The Wolf Kingdom has troops amassed at our border. They've got a knife to our throats. So, in your opinion, should we just stand by and watch as the Wolf Kingdom humiliates us? And we just have to swallow our pride, letting them take whatever they want? Have you no backbone at all?
Backbone isn't about reckless bravery. It's about being responsible for the lives of our soldiers and our people. Starting a war now is exactly what the Wolf Kingdom wants. They'd love nothing more than for our internal and external crises to erupt at once. When that happens, with the front lines stretched thin,
and refugees overwhelming us from within,
Eldoria would truly be in peril.
Arthur, what do you suggest we do? What course of action? Should we simply agree to their extortion?
Not without conditions, of course. The Wolf Kingdom's move is essentially taking advantage of our situation. They don't actually intend a full-scale war. My proposal is to delay and deter. First, send our best diplomats to negotiate. Make it clear to them that although Eldoria has suffered disasters, our foundation remains strong. We are not incapable of war. We can also offer a small amount of silk and tea as a gesture of goodwill. But on our core demands, we will not yield. Deliberately drag out the talks to buy us time to stabilize the internal situation.
And the second?
Second is intimidation. Order the northern border commanders to feign troop reinforcements. Plant more banners. Add more cooking fires at night. Raise dust by day. Create the illusion of a massive army at our border. And spread the word that we have secured support from our ally, Yellow, to flank the Wolf Kingdom. This will make them think twice and deter any rash moves.
Brilliant. Prince Arthur's plan doesn't mention war, yet it's aggressive at every turn, turning defense into offense.
Indeed. Absolutely. Good. A fine strategy of delay and intimidation. Arthur, you not only understand the people's plight, but are also deeply versed in military strategy and the art of deception. These two strategies
Not only preserve the nation's dignity,
but also avoid direct confrontation. Moreover, they buy us precious time to resolve our internal troubles. This is an excellent plan. Yes, quite right. It seems Prince Arthur has greater foresight than Prince Julian. Your Majesty is wise. Prince Arthur is indeed far-sighted. We are in awe. Draft the edict immediately. Proceed according to Prince Arthur's plan. The Grand Chancellor and the Minister of War shall select envoys at once and formulate the details. As for northern border affairs, proceed as Prince Arthur advised. Prince Arthur is wise.
Diplomatic games are never simply about war or peace. They are a comprehensive contest of national power and strategy. Reckless bravery only brings ruin to a nation.
Your Highness, please wait. Your Highness.
Your insights on state affairs just now were truly insightful. They really opened my eyes. In future court sessions, I hope Your Highness will continue to guide me.
Yes. Such a unique perspective, Your Highness. I had someone procure some new tea from the south. If you don't mind, please keep it and give it a try. A taste of something fresh.
You flatter me.
What I said earlier was merely fulfilling my duty as a prince. I wouldn't call it guidance. If you truly wish to serve Eldoria, then in future court sessions, propose more policies that benefit the people. That would be the greatest support for me and father.
Your Highness. Earlier, it was I who was blind. I foolishly believed that, Your Highness, coming from common stock, understood nothing of statecraft. I was a fool. I beg Your Highness to be magnanimous. Please do not stoop to the level of someone as short-sighted as I.
I bear no grudge against those who misspeak, but I have no tolerance for those who are in action. Gentlemen, focus your minds on serving the kingdom.
Your Highness is most gracious. Then I shall take my leave.
I take my leave. Your Highness, your performance in court today pleased His Majesty immensely. On the way back to the study, he even told this old servant that you are the prince who best shares his burdens. After these recent confrontations, my standing at court far surpasses Julian's. Even father's trust leans toward me now. The title of crown prince is now within my grasp. I'm just doing some real work for Eldoria, that's all. Your Highness's benevolence, I've seen it all. It's just that just now, when Prince Julian left, he didn't look too happy. You should still be careful. Whether he's happy or not has nothing to do with me. Well, at first, I thought if he behaved himself and left the crown estate, stopped competing for favor, I'd let it go, him stealing my life. But he just doesn't know what's good for him. Then, don't blame me for not holding back.
Arthur. Why? Why does that pushover get father's trust? Get the support of all the officials? Before, those officials were all flocking around me. And now look. One by one, they're all sucking up to him. Why?
Calm down, Your Highness. You still have the Queen and Princess Eleanor backing you. You still have a good chance.
A chance? What chance do I have left now? Now, in father's eyes, there's only him, Arthur. This can't go on. If this goes on, my position as crown prince will be lost. I can't lose. I absolutely cannot lose. Go. Arrange a meeting with General Nian.
Today, Arthur's performance in the court has pleased me greatly. Although it was his first time as a prince discussing state affairs, he showed great strategic insight that's truly commendable.
Father, you're really overpraising him. He's just some guy from the slums and nobody. What real ability could he have? I think he just got lucky, that's all. When it comes to strategy, who can compare to Julian?
Indeed. Arthur has just returned to the palace. Court etiquette he hasn't even mastered yet, let alone state affairs.
Julian is well behaved and follows the rules. But Arthur, whether in people's livelihood and state affairs or in diplomacy, has made quite some achievements. You all always view him with prejudice because of his humble origins. It's time to change that. Yes. Oh, right. The autumn hunt on the 10th of next month. You'll all accompany me. We've invited Yelubo, the ruler of Liao. When the time comes, remember, you must mind your words and actions. Do not disgrace the honor of Eldoria.
Father, are you referring to that Yelubo, the ruler of Liao, who dominates the north? He will personally attend our autumn hunt.
Indeed. I've heard Yelubo is nearly 50, with only one daughter, whom he treasures above all. His willingness to come this time likely means he wishes to find a suitable husband for his beloved daughter. Arthur, Julian, you must perform well. If we can secure this marriage alliance, then Eldoria and Liao will be joined by marriage. Then, there will be no more war on our borders. Our nation's strength will reach new heights.
Julian, Mother, I'm waiting to hold my grandchild. You must do your best. Don't miss this opportunity.
Yes, Mother.
Liao is strong in military might. If we can form a marriage alliance with them, it will surely boost Eldoria's power. However, Arthur shouldn't go. The princess would never look at a pushover like him.
Eleanor, do you really despise your brother that much?
Exactly. The Eldritch Kingdom's eldest princess is aloof and proud. She looks down on everyone. Not even the most esteemed crown princes from other kingdoms can catch her eye. You don't even know court etiquette. You reek of poverty. How could she ever fancy you? Only someone as outstanding as Julian could ever earn her favor.
Eleanor, what kind of talk is that? In what way is Arthur inferior to Julian? Arthur, I believe in you, son. If you can secure this marriage, I will grant you
Command of the capital garrison.
That's a full 30,000 elite soldiers. You know full well the weight of such military power.
I will spare no effort and live up to your expectations, Father.
30,000 elite troops. It seems father is favoring him more and more. No. I can't let this continue. The military authority over the capital's defense must be obtained. For the position of crown prince, it would be a great asset.
Father, you mustn't. He simply doesn't understand leading troops into battle. Giving him 30,000 elite soldiers would be nothing but a waste. better to give them to Julian. He would put them to good use.
Arthur. Julian has studied military strategy with the Grand Tutor since childhood. He has real skill. You're different. You've never been involved in leading troops. Even if you had the authority, you'd struggle to command it. Listen to your mother. Let your brother Julian handle this.
Mother, Eleanor. It's true I haven't studied etiquette or military strategy, but not having studied doesn't mean I lack real ability.
Talk is cheap. I bet you don't even know what the autumn hunt is. If you have the skill, then prove it. But I think you'll only embarrass Eldoria, make us a laughingstock, and ruin relations between our two kingdoms.
Enough of this discussion. Arthur, if you wish to go, then go. In the coming days, I will assign a specialist to instruct you. When the time comes, you must perform well.
Thank you, Father. I will do my best and live up to your expectations. Father has tied both the military authority and the marriage to the outcome of the autumn hunt. His intentions couldn't be clearer. This is no ordinary hunt. It's clearly using the kingdom and the Queen's clan as stakes, to test Julian and me, to see who is fit to be crown prince.
Brother Yelu, your presence at Eldoria's autumn hunt is truly an honor for our kingdom.
You flatter me, Your Majesty. To be invited to witness such a spectacle is a privilege for me.
This young lady carries herself with remarkable grace. Could she be your daughter, Brother Yelu?
Indeed, this is my daughter. Yunju, pay your respects to His Majesty.
Yunju greets your majesty.
Right. Such vigor and spirit. She truly takes after you, Brother Yelu.
If only she were not a daughter. I only hope she finds a worthy husband soon to carry on my legacy. And those two, are they Your Majesty's princes?
Look, Julian. This is the snow moon steed I borrowed from the Duke. It's swift and intelligent. With its help today, you're sure to bag the most game.
This is truly an exceptional steed. Eleanor, you're so kind to me. Thank you, Eleanor. I won't let you down, Eleanor.
Your Highness, Her Highness truly dotes on Prince Chin. This snow moon steed is the Duke's prized possession. He never lends it to anyone. Her Highness went through great lengths for Prince Chin.
Indeed. Prince Chin and the princess are the jewels of the palace. Their sibling harmony is a great blessing for the royal family.
Yes.
By the way, Your Highness, I recall His Majesty instructed you to prepare mounts for both princes. Prince Lin has just returned to the palace. Surely you haven't forgotten to arrange a horse for him. Without a horse, Prince Lin won't be able to participate in this year's hunt.
How is that possible? Guards, bring it up here. Julian, I know you grew up in the slums, never seen the world. You have no skill with horses. Unlike Julian, who's been a master rider since childhood. So, I specifically found you this gentle and well-behaved treasure of a donkey, so you won't fall off a horse and embarrass Eldoria.
My sister Eleanor is so considerate. Arthur, this donkey suits you perfectly. Ride it, steady and safe. No need to worry about not knowing how to ride and making a fool of yourself. Eleanor, you're so good to Arthur.
Your Majesty, it seems those two are quite attentive to Prince Arthur.
They're always fooling around like this, never serious. I hope you'll forgive the spectacle, Yelu.
Donkey, oh donkey, though your origins are lowly, you know your place. You don't overreach. That's far better than some who can't see their own station, who don't know their own worth. Don't you think so? Don't you think so? Don't you think so, Arthur?
This donkey, I think it's a better match for you, Julian.
Julian, Arthur, let go. What are you doing?
Just doing what you said, letting him go.
You're such a reckless pushover. On such an important day, you dare to act so recklessly.
Reckless? It's you two who are the pushovers. Today, with envoys from Liao here, the two of you, instead of properly receiving our honored guests, you've thrown all etiquette out the window and made a scene over a donkey. You've completely embarrassed Eldoria.
Arthur, you'll pay for this.
Julian,
Are you okay? Should I call for a doctor?
no need.
My apologies for the spectacle in front of our distinguished guests from afar. On their behalf, I offer my sincerest apologies. I hope you can forgive us.
So this is the prince His Majesty told me about, the one who was found among the people. Faced with humiliation, he remained dignified and knew to prioritize the greater good. That is the composure expected of royalty. As for those two,
Prince Arthur is truly magnanimous.
Brother Yelu, my apologies. You've just arrived and already witnessed such a farce. I must go deal with this.
Father,
You two, have some nerve. When we left this morning, I stressed repeatedly that today's guests are from the Liao Kingdom. Every word and action must be mindful of our Eldorian royal dignity. And yet, you actually humiliated Arthur with a donkey. You even resorted to violence. Do you want this envoy from Liao to witness our entire royal family become a laughingstock?
It wasn't our fault. Arthur was the one who shoved Julian first. Julian was thrown so hard he couldn't even stand up. I was just trying to get justice for him.
that's right. Father, please don't blame Eleanor. She was only trying to protect me. It's Arthur who wouldn't appreciate her kindness. Eleanor went out of her way to prepare a mount for him, but he scorned it for being a donkey. Then he attacked us. I truly never meant to insult him.
Silence. Just now, I saw everything crystal clear. You first used a donkey to humiliate Arthur, to shame him. Any person with a shred of dignity would be unable to tolerate such humiliation. All these years, the books you've read, has all that learning gone to waste? All these years, all the books you've read, have they all gone to waste? Arthur, even though he was raised in the slums, I see that he actually has more grace than you two. Arthur, today, you were wronged. It was my poor planning. Later, you shall ride my steed, tread blood.
His Majesty's beloved steed has never been lent to anyone else, yet today, he's granting it to Prince Arthur to ride. Could it be that His Majesty has already chosen his heir? I thank you for your kindness, Father. Such trivial matters, I can handle them myself.
Princess Yunju. I am the second prince of the kingdom of Huang, Julian.
I've heard much about you.
Prince Arthur, were you injured just now?
Arthur, mind your manners. This is Princess Yunju of Liaoguo. Show your respects.
Greetings.
no need for all this formality. I am Yelubo, king of Liaogua. This is my daughter, Yunju. It seems my daughter has taken a liking to someone today. Otherwise, she wouldn't be so concerned.
Father, what are you talking about? I just can't stand seeing someone get bullied.
All right. I'll stop, Father. She's growing up. Some things are beyond my control now.
Indeed, the hour is getting late. Why don't my two princes warm up first? It'll be a good start for our autumn hunt.
Warm up? Such excitement. How could I miss out?
Brother Yelu, we'd be honored to have you demonstrate personally. Would be a great honor for my sons.
Good. Then I shall take the lead. Hiya.
You too, go on as well. Show your skills. Don't let Brother Yelu underestimate the princes of Eldoria.
Yes, father.
Arthur, you pretty boy. You think you're worthy of competing with me for the Crown Prince title or for Princess Yunja's favor? This autumn hunt, I'll make sure you're humiliated in front of everyone. You'll lose, utterly and completely. That guy, he must be up to some dirty trick again. Looking so smug, he must have prepared something in advance. But no matter what schemes you've cooked up, I'll crush them all with sheer force. Your Highness, Prince Arthur's game has been tallied. 5 elk, 7 hares. That makes 12 in total. End the game.
His first autumn hunt. Prince Arthur actually managed to bag so many. It looks like the champion of today's hunt is none other than your Highness.
I never expected Arthur to have such skill in riding and hunting. What a wonderful surprise.
Well done, Arthur. I never would have thought you've only been practicing riding and archery for a few days. Your progress has been so rapid.
Father,
I underestimated you.
you flatter me, father. Your son was just lucky today.
What an act. It's only a dozen or so. With Julian's skills, he definitely bagged more than you.
Whoa. Your son pays his respects to His Majesty.
Today, you didn't bag a single piece of game.
Father. Your Majesty. Your Majesty, that's not true. Prince Julian bagged 8 in total. All of them alive. Father, please forgive me. Today, when I saw those prey, each one so full of life, I simply couldn't bring myself to do it. The autumn hunt is meant to hone our martial skills. If we slaughter everything just to win, that would be far too cruel. It would be too cruel. It would also be beneath our royal dignity of benevolence.
Father, mother. The autumn hunt is about practice, not total slaughter. If we can capture beasts alive, it would both showcase the bravery of our Eldorian warriors and reflect heaven's virtue of cherishing life. Julian, well done.
Prince Julian is benevolent and virtuous. Capturing them alive is many times harder than killing them. It requires not only superb martial skill, but also a merciful heart.
Indeed, indeed.
He has indeed performed more admirably.
Julian is both capable and compassionate, unlike some who crawled out of the slums, with hands stained in blood, whose actions are naturally brutal to the extreme. This is the greatest difference between being born royal and clawing one's way up from the slums.
The autumn hunt is about hunting and killing. As for skill, look at you. You didn't kill a single one, and you put on this act of benevolence. What? Do you plan to keep all these prey as pets? And then invite them to dinner?
Arthur. I do not mean to accuse you of excessive slaughter. I simply believe all living things have a spirit, and it would be good to spare their lives. After all, we must be rooted in benevolence and righteousness. How can we act like common hunters, slaughtering weak prey? Where is the royal dignity in that?
So you're saying, I, the prince, hunted 15 beasts, so now I'm someone without royal dignity. So, I hunted 15 beasts, only to be called a man without royal grace.
This fool just had to outdo me. Perfect. Those words were meant for me, but now they're indirectly insulting the King of Liao. He's offended our distinguished guest. I wonder how he'll handle this.
No, that's not it. I merely meant to say.
Enough. Spare me your nonsense. If you don't hunt during an autumn hunt, what's the point of calling it a hunt? I traveled 1,000 miles to attend your autumn hunt, only to be accused of wrongdoing for hunting. Are you using my own words to call me cruel, or treating the hunt as a joke to mock the great Liao?
Lord Yelu, please calm down. My son is foolish, spouting such nonsense, and knows no decorum. As for the autumn hunt, its very purpose is hunting. How can one not take life? You mustn't stoop to his level.
Enough talk. I heard every word clearly. Eldoria neither values the alliance with the great Liao, nor takes it seriously, and even uses the hunt as an excuse to mock me. An alliance like this is better left unmade. Prepare my horse, we leave at once. Saddle my horse. We're leaving immediately.
Brother Yelu.
Now I have to clean up this mess.
Look what you've done. A perfectly good alliance, ruined by your foolish words. It's all fallen apart.
It's over.
This is truly the end. If our alliance with Liaoguo is truly severed, Eldoria's food supplies and warhorse provisions will likely be affected. If our neighboring kingdoms find out, they've been eyeing us hungrily as it is. I'm afraid they'll seize this opportunity to strike.
Your Majesty. If Lord Yelu truly leaves, and the alliance is broken, our kingdom of Eldoria will be in grave danger.
Father,
You must think of something. What's done is done. What can I possibly do now? If I had known.
I never should have brought you along.
Lord Yelu, please wait. King Yelu, please wait.
Father, Arthur has always been reckless. If he steps forward now, he'll only add fuel to the fire. If he angers King Yelu and triggers a war, what will we do then?
Indeed, Your Majesty. Prince Arthur's usual wildness is one thing, but right now, we cannot let him follow his impulses.
Arthur, do not act rashly. Step back.
Arthur, do you think this isn't chaotic enough? Must you bring a catastrophe upon Eldoria before you're satisfied?
King Yelu, please hear me out. If you still wish to leave after hearing me, then you may go. I will not stop you.
What more is there to say? Will you, like your brother, lecture me on benevolence, or will you condemn me for killing, for lacking royal decorum?
Nonsense, Julian. Is sparing a life the only measure of compassion? Then let me ask you this. Our father has hunted and killed countless prey with his own hands. Does that mean he lacks a compassionate heart? Does that mean he has lost the dignity of the crown?
Of course.
Of course.
That's not true.
How dare you, Arthur? Are you implying that father has no mercy in his heart? Are you saying that father lacks compassion?
Let Arthur speak.
Eldoria has always held you in the highest regard. We have never shown the slightest disrespect. You used your blade to secure the vast lands of Liao. You are a true conqueror. Eldoria uses its sword to guard its own 1,000-mile borders. We are a nation of iron and blood. Tell me, if you and my father lack the skill to hunt fierce beasts, if you lack the sharpness of blade and sword to all nations, if you could not suppress the ambitions of the surrounding kingdoms, how could you possibly spare the people of our two nations from the ravages of war and grant them peaceful lives? Therefore, Father invited you to this autumn hunt as one hero admiring another. He sees you as a model for our generation, a true hero. This sentiment cannot be twisted by the hypocritical, sentimental nonsense of some.
Now that's what I call mutual admiration between heroes. You speak from my very heart. Your Majesty, I must have lost my head for a moment. I nearly misunderstood your good intentions. I must ask for your forgiveness, Your Majesty.
Brother Yelu, not at all, not at all. The fault lies with my poor parenting. My second son spoke foolish words and offended you. The one who should apologize is me.
Your Majesty, to be perfectly honest, the second prince's vision is far inferior to the crown prince's. With an heir as responsible as the crown prince, the nation of Eldoria has nothing to fear for its future prosperity. Come, come. I'm not done enjoying myself yet. Let the two of us have another race.
After you.
Julian, Have you learned your lesson? If you can't speak properly, just keep your mouth shut. Don't try to be clever and end up shooting yourself in the foot. Yellowbow was just embarrassed by Julian's stupid remarks. He needed a way to save face. Arguing then was useless. Praise was the right move. Everyone loves flattery, especially a ruler of a nation. I made the king of Liao very happy today. I imagine the scales in father's mind have tipped a bit more in my favor. It seems the time is almost right.
Prince Arthur. We're about to depart. Father asked me to bid you farewell.
Princess Yunju, your father was in high spirits today. I trust your visit has been enjoyable.
Father was indeed very pleased today. If you hadn't stepped in earlier and resolved the awkward situation, I'm afraid we would have left on a sour note. It's all thanks to you, Prince Arthur. Your sleeve is dusty. Use this to wipe it. I embroidered this myself. It's not valuable, but I hope you won't find it beneath you.
Princess Yunju. What is this? I
don't mean anything by it. I just thought you worked hard today. This small token is my way of saying thank you.
Princess. I know what you mean.
So you're unwilling, is that it?
Princess Yunju. Right now, I am not the crown prince. I'm just a prince who recently returned to the palace and one who grew up in the slums. My status is far beneath yours as a princess of Liao. Aren't you? Afraid of what people will say?
One's background is never the measure of a person. Earlier, in front of everyone, you not only steadied the situation, but you also understood my father's intentions. That courage and wisdom is 100 times better than those princes raised in the deep palace, who only know empty talk of benevolence. I've never looked down on your background, and I certainly don't think you're unworthy of me.
I am grateful you think so little of my lowly status. But if I were to seek your hand with my current standing, even if you don't mind, it would bring shame upon the Liao royal family. That is something I, Arthur, do not wish to see. Princess Yunju. Would you be willing to wait for me until after I seize the position of crown prince, to marry you with all the glory you deserve?
Prince Arthur. I will.
Arthur, you truly are a blessing to our Eldoria. Thanks to this, the relationship between our Eldoria and the Liao kingdom has grown even closer, and it seems the princess has taken a liking to you.
How could Princess Yunju possibly fancy someone like him?
Silence. I haven't even settled the score for the mess during the autumn hunt. If it weren't for Arthur's proper handling, which eased the tensions between our Eldoria and the Liao kingdom, do you think you'd still be sitting here safe and sound?
Father, please calm your anger. I truly didn't mean it.
Didn't mean it? Do you know what consequences your carelessness could bring upon our Eldoria? If the Liao kingdom were to tear up the alliance, we'd have nothing to rely on. Not to mention the Wolf kingdom, which is eyeing us in the north. All the surrounding nations would attack.
I'm sorry, Father. I know I was wrong.
You don't need to apologize to me.
You should thank Arthur. Thank you, Arthur, for getting me out of that.
I hope this teaches you a lesson. Don't risk all of Eldoria just to show off.
I will heed your teachings.
Arthur, this time, you've performed a great service for Eldoria. Speak, what kind of reward would you like?
Father, you previously promised that if I did well, you would grant me command of the 30,000 imperial guards in the capital region.
Father, you can't do this. He hasn't been in the palace for long. His character is still unclear. How can he be entrusted with such a powerful army?
Yes, Father. That's the army that protects the safety of the capital.
Are you saying I have ulterior motives? That I'll use these 30,000 elite troops to rebel?
I wouldn't dare.
Arthur, military authority is no small matter. Once you are more familiar with court affairs, I will naturally.
Father, Are you going back on your word?
Arthur. Mother knows you have great talent, but military affairs are complicated, perhaps. Let Julian manage it for now. Why don't you learn from the side by assisting your brother?
What did you say? Something I earned through my own merit, and the final benefit goes to him? Mother, your favoritism is far too blatant, don't you think?
Arthur. Arthur. In your mother's heart, you and Julian are equally important.
Enough. You always say we're the same, but when I returned to the palace, you immediately turned to comfort him over some minor grievance. He nearly got me killed, yet you still spoke up for him. Now, I've proven myself with my own strength. But you still think Julian is more deserving of the military command. Mother, what must I do to become the good son in your heart? Or is it that, from the very beginning, I've always been an outsider?
Arthur. I was wrong, my child. My Arthur. Before, it was indeed your mother who failed to consider your feelings.
Stop pretending to be pitiful to gain sympathy. Everyone knows you're using this to seize military power.
See, Mother sides with him. Even my own sister defends him at every turn. Am I wrong? Your family is only Julian, and I am just an outsider.
You're still pretending.
Silence. Arthur. It's not that your father won't entrust you with the army, it's that the responsibility is too great. You're not ready to bear it.
Father, I know my abilities are still lacking, but precisely because I've struggled my way up from the mud, I understand the weight of authority. I fight for it not for personal gain, but because I don't want Eldoria's military power to fall into the hands of someone with no royal blood at all, especially when that person is my defeated rival. If you insist on favoring him, then I will leave now.
Although Julian was raised under our care, he only learned the arrogance of a prince. He has no backbone to shoulder responsibility. But Arthur is different. He rose from the bottom. He understands patience and dares to fight for what he wants. Even this tactic of strategic retreat reminds me of myself when I was building this kingdom. This kingdom must ultimately be entrusted to someone who can bear its weight. Arthur, I was wrong. I let you suffer in the past, and now I'm asking you to endure this injustice. I grant your request. I entrust the military command to you. But remember this. Wielding military power comes with great responsibility. You must not betray the trust I place in you.
Thank you, Father. I will not fail you.
Father.
Enough. My decision is final. Today has been exhausting for everyone. Let us all retire early.
We bid you farewell, Father.
I congratulate you, Arthur.
Julian. Julian.
That act was exhausting, but since Father was willing to grant me such important military authority, it likely won't be long before he announces that I will be named Crown Prince.
Wait. Today, in front of everyone, you humiliated Julian. Tell me, did you do it on purpose?
I absolutely did it on purpose.
You.
I was simply returning the favor. What? Are you the only ones allowed to humiliate me, and I can't retaliate?
Was it really necessary to humiliate Julian like that? He's so pure and kind-hearted. Why must you bully him so?
Pure and kind-hearted? For the sake of our sibling bond, let me tell you something. Stay away from Julian. What you see may not be the truth.
You dare to drive a wedge between me and Julian? You are truly despicable.
Since you don't want to listen, Eleanor, forget I said anything.
Wait. You haven't explained yourself clearly.
What more is there to say? I just want you to know that the favoritism shown today will be your shame tomorrow.
Go and select 20 maids of good character and decent appearance. Divide them into 2 groups, 10 in each, send them to Arthur and Julian's respective bedchambers.
Your Majesty, are you planning to provide concubines for the 2 princes? Do we need to prepare according to the formal investiture protocols?
No need. Just send them to attend to their daily needs and accompany their studies. Remember to instruct the maids to know their place. At the same time, keep an eye on the two princes' activities and report to me at all times. Not a single mistake is allowed.
Your servant understands.
Remember, this must be done naturally. They must not realize it's a deliberate test from me.
Your servant understands.
The position of Crown Prince cannot tolerate the slightest frivolity.
Your Highness, we humble maids have been sent by His Majesty's order to attend to your daily needs and accompany your studies.
What kind of test is Father planning this time? I am aware of Father's decree. You need not attend to me personally. Go and reside in the side courtyard. Your duties are to sweep the courtyard and tidy the study daily. Unless summoned, there is no need to come and pay respects.
Yes, Your Highness.
Your Highness, His Majesty says you've been working hard lately. He has specially selected 10 well-mannered maids from the palace to attend to your needs, keep you company while you study, and help you unwind.
Father suddenly sent palace maids to me. Is he showing me favor, or is this a test? During the last autumn hunt and the court debates, that pushover always outshone me. If I act too proper this time, would it make Father think I'm being too deliberate? Thank you, Eunuch Wei. Please convey my gratitude to Father as well. You may leave now. The maids here will attend to me.
Yes, Your Highness.
Since Father has bestowed you upon me, from now on, you are members of my household. The palace rules are strict. Let me be perfectly clear. Do not ask what you shouldn't. Do not say what you shouldn't. And absolutely no gossiping outside. Is that understood?
We understand. We will heed Your Highness's instructions.
There's no urgent work for now. First, go to the study and organize the memorials. Then, go trim the plants outside the hall. Without my summons, no one is to enter the inner chambers.
Yes, Your Highness.
You. Come here.
Your Highness?
Speak. Did Father send you to test me? Tell me the truth. If you speak a single lie, I won't let you off.
Your Highness, please believe me. His Majesty is only concerned about your hard work. He specifically sent us to serve you well. He said you are the future of Eldoria and must be well cared for. There is absolutely no other intention.
True. Even if it is a test, so what? What Father wants is the bearing of a crown prince. If I dare not even accept this small favor, it would only make me seem cowardly. That's no way for a future ruler to act. Since Father wants you to serve me well, then serve me thoroughly. Sit on my lap. Hand me the books from the table, and sort them out one by one.
Your Highness, this is improper.
In this palace, my word is the law.
Your Highness.
Tell me, over this past month, how have the two princes handled the palace maids? Speak. This past month, how have the two princes handled the palace maids? What is the situation?
Your Majesty, Prince Arthur has placed the maids in a side courtyard. Apart from daily orders to clean and tidy his study, he has never been intimate with them, and these 10 palace maids remain untouched. Prince Chin, however, placed the maids within his own chambers. Nightly revelries ensued. Now, all 10 maids are no longer virgins.
Father, I merely thought the maids were lonely and wished to care for them. I did not mean to overstep.
Care for them? If you cannot control your own desires, how will you resist the temptations you will face? For an emperor, indulgence is the greatest taboo. If you hold the realm's future, yet let personal desire compromise state affairs, how could you face the people of Eldoria? Have you forgotten why I sent you to the penance hall?
I understand my error.
Arthur, why did you not touch the maids?
Father, I believe studies and statecraft are more important. I did not wish to let romantic affairs distract me from my duties.
Learn from your brother. In the face of temptation, he maintained his integrity. He knew his priorities. This self-control is what a crown prince should possess. Today's test was not to punish you. It was to make you understand that, as princes, you carry the future of Eldoria. If you cannot withstand such a simple temptation, how can you bear the weight of the realm? Arthur's character, strategy, and resolve are all fit for the task. It is time to name him heir. Enough. You may retire. Tomorrow in the study, I have an announcement.
Yes. It's over. Father's favor has completely tipped toward that pushover. I must find a way. Your Highness, you summoned me late at night. Is there something important you need? General Nian. Tomorrow, Father will test us in the royal study, Arthur and me. He's likely deciding the crown prince position. Who do you think Father will choose? Your Highness, you've studied in the palace since childhood, and you've won the favor of the queen and the princess. In terms of seniority, you naturally have the advantage. Seniority? In Father's eyes, Arthur's achievements now are much more useful than seniority. During the autumn hunt, he curried favor with Yellow Bow. In court, he's eloquent. The crown prince position, if I don't actively compete for it, will eventually fall into that pushover's hands. This is the 5 poisons powder, colorless and tasteless, mixed into tea. Within half an hour it can damage one's internal organs and cause sudden death. Your Highness, you're planning to. Tomorrow, during the meeting in the royal study, I'll find a way to make Father drink this tea. Once Father is gone, I will take charge of the situation in the name of the crown prince. Then, I'll claim that Arthur coveted the throne and poisoned Father. At that time, you will lead the imperial guards to arrest him. With the military power in your hands, plus the support of my mother and Eleanor, the throne of Eldoria will be mine. But regicide is a crime that will exterminate the clan. What if? There are no what ifs. If you help me succeed, you'll enjoy endless wealth and honor. But if you dare betray me, your entire family will be killed. I obey your command. Good. Very good. Tomorrow at noon, you lead 300 elite imperial guards and wait outside the royal study. Act on my signal. Arthur, Father, since you don't know what's good for you, don't blame me for being ruthless.
I've been sorting through my old drafts lately, and it's stirred many thoughts. Today, the two of you shall each choose a line or a poem from them. Tell me its true meaning. Let this father know what fills your hearts and minds.
Father, I most admire the lines you wrote during last year's southern tour. The boat glides on emerald waves, as if we're drifting through a painting. This verse is wonderful. It's direct and lively, with beautiful imagery. Even the common vendors and children selling sweets can understand and sing it. It shows that Father always keeps the people in mind. This is the true spirit of sharing joy with the people. It's truly down to earth.
Well said, Julian. His Majesty's benevolence.
Do you hear that? This is Julian's perspective. Some things are worlds apart from the start.
Arthur, what about you?
In reply, Father, I am moved by the long poem you composed 2 years ago when you ascended Yunmin Pass. During the northern inspection, I recall kings and lords of ages past, all with noble aims, seeking to ease the world's sorrows. I sigh for Qin's might, Han's glory, their merits and faults intertwined. Tang's splendor, Song's wealth, their rise and fall, impossible to hold. Steed and spear, stratagem and scheme, all end as smoke over ancient mounds. Today, we must build on the past and compose a new autumn. Father, this poem is not about boasting of achievements. It uses the perspective of past emperors to see their merits and also their faults. This is the rare clarity and self-reflection of a true ruler. Therefore, I believe the true vision in Father's poem is not the depiction of magnificent landscapes, nor the remembrance of past glory. It is that sense of responsibility to build on the past. It is the sobering knowledge that glory and ruin are fleeting. It is the earnest desire to secure for the people a stable and prosperous new era. The beauty of poetry lies in its words, but its soul lies in the people's welfare and vision.
Arthur, you can see the people suffering through a single poem. You even understand my wish for their peace and stability. That kind of insight is more valuable than reading 100 books. Julian, did you hear that? Poetry should reveal the heart and soul. You only saw the beauty of the painting, but forgot that Jiangzhou just suffered a severe drought. You don't study diligently, and you only skim the surface of poetry. How can you understand the people's plight or grasp the nation's foundation? The crown prince position has been vacant for too long. And Arthur can see ambition in poetry. He cares so deeply, shares my concerns, and truly understands the people's hardship. His wisdom, character, and vision.
Father, the heir's position is of utmost importance. How can it be decided by a few lines of poetry? How is Julian inferior to Arthur? You can't be so biased.
Yes, Your Majesty. The Crown Prince is the foundation of the state. It shouldn't be decided so hastily. Please reconsider, Your Majesty. Besides, Julian has studied with the Grand Tutor for years. He has made great progress.
It's not that I'm biased, Arthur, whether in court debates or on the autumn hunt. I have seen it all. My mind is made up. No more discussion.
Mother. What Father says is right. Please don't be angry. Have some tea first to soothe your throat.
Julian, while you may not have the same vision and foresight as your brother Arthur, but you know what? You have a kind heart. Even if I name Arthur as Crown Prince, I won't treat you unfairly. Yes.
I understand. You've always been so good to me, Father.
Then the day after tomorrow, I will hold the coronation ceremony. To name the eldest prince, Arthur, as
Your Majesty.
Father. Your Majesty, what's wrong?
The position of Crown Prince
should have been mine.
How could it be his turn? How could that little pushover who crawled out of the slums sit on that throne?
You. What did you say?
Julian, how can you speak to Father like that? Apologize to him at once.
Get out of my way.
You poisoned me?
If you had just named me Crown Prince obediently, none of this would have happened.
You could have lived out your years in peace.
But you had to be a foolish king. I have studied in the palace since childhood, for years on end. Military strategy, state affairs. What haven't I mastered? How could I be inferior to that pushover? You simply can't see who the real talent is.
You ungrateful son.
Julian, have you lost your mind? How dare you insult the king? And you poisoned him? This is treason. Your entire family will be executed. Julian.
Treason. Execute my entire family. Once I ascend the throne, all of Eldoria will be mine. How could an old man like him dare to judge me? Father, you forced my hand. If you had just obediently passed the crown prince title to me, I could have let you live out your days in peace. But you had to favor this pushover. Don't blame me for being ruthless.
Julian, do you really think Father made such an important decision just out of favoritism?
What else?
Could it be? It's because you're incompetent? Have you forgotten what the officials said about you in court? Or what the ruler of Liao thought of you during the autumn hunt? Whether it's reputation, diplomacy, vision, or foresight, you can't compare to me.
I've studied in the palace since childhood. I've read 100 times more books than you. How could you possibly compare to me? Enough. I have no need to argue with you. The outcome is decided. You can only become a prisoner now. Guards.
Julian, what are you doing? Are you rebelling?
Father, you're only realizing it now. I already won General Nian over to my side. The capital's imperial guard is now entirely under my control. Today, I will take the throne. And you, my dear brother Arthur, you could never beat me.
Julian, wake up. You can't keep making mistakes.
Enough talk. General Nian, take all these people and lock them up. Anyone who resists will be killed on the spot. What are you doing, traitor? You conspired with factions and plotted a rebellion. The evidence is irrefutable. The Crown Prince ordered me to wait here for you. What? Your Majesty.
This is the antidote.
You betrayed me, Nian. Don't forget, last night my loyalty is to Eldoria's foundation, to His Majesty and the rightful line. How could I ever conspire with a rebel like you? The Crown Prince has long since seen through your plot. Soldiers, listen to my command. Seize the traitor, Julian. All soldiers, heed my command. Seize the traitor, Julian. Stay back. Everyone, back off, or I'll kill her.
Julian, have you lost your mind? Let go of me.
Eleanor, you always loved me the most, didn't you? Then help me one last time.
You pushover. Release Eleanor.
Get me a fast horse and a city exit token. Let me leave. Otherwise, I'll die with her.
Was it necessary to go this far? Eleanor has always treated you well.
So what? She was just a pawn in my rise to power.
What did you say?
Eleanor, it's not just you. The Queen and this incompetent king were nothing but tools for me to use. After all, we share no blood. How can there be any familial love?
Julian, taking hostage someone who truly cared for you. So this is your trump card. Pathetic.
Shut your mouth. If it weren't for you stealing my position as Crown Prince, I wouldn't have been reduced to this state. Then let's perish together. Let's die together. Your Majesty, the traitor Julian has been subdued. How should he be dealt with?
Take him to the dungeon. Guard him closely. Await further orders.
I won't accept this. Why is this pushover better than me? This kingdom should be mine. Take him away.
Arthur, summon the royal physician. Summon the royal physician now.
Wait, Arthur. You haven't explained clearly what this is all about.
Your son deceived you, father. I put you in grave danger. I deserve to die. However, without this plan, we could not have forced Julian's true ambitions to be exposed for all to see. Your son is willing to accept any punishment.
Sigh. Do you know how I felt when I drank that cup of poison tea? How I felt in my heart? I'm not blind. I was well aware of your recent dealings with General Nian. I just never imagined that you would dare to use my life as a wager.
Your son would never risk your life, father. The antidote was prepared in advance. The royal physician is waiting outside the hall. It's just that I had to use this scheme to force Julian's ambitions out into the open.
What a compelling had to. Do you know that if there had been the slightest misstep, it would have been utter ruin?
Your Majesty, Arthur didn't mean to keep it from you. He just didn't want to tip anyone off and let Julian's plan fall apart. If he hadn't set up defenses in advance, you would have fallen victim to that traitor's plot today, Your Majesty. He did it all for the kingdom of Eldoria and for the royal family.
Father, please forgive Arthur. He had no choice.
That won't be necessary, father. I'll take full responsibility for my actions.
I'm sorry, Arthur. I was blind before. I was fooled by Julian's act. And I kept helping him bully you. But today, you risked your life to save me. I know I was wrong. Give your sister a chance to make it up to you, please.
Arthur, I was wrong too, Mother. I just thought. Since Julian was raised by my side, I always favored him. I never imagined it would hurt you so much.
So this is all of you ganging up on me.
I wouldn't dare. I beg you, Father, consider that Arthur protected you and saved my life. Can you forgive him for the deception he had no choice but to commit? Any punishment I will bear in his place?
Arthur's methods may have been extreme, but he did protect the kingdom. If you must punish someone, then I am also to blame for failing to teach him properly. If there must be punishment, then punish me instead.
When did I say I was going to blame Arthur? When did I say I was going to blame Arthur? I'm not blaming you for setting up the scheme, but for not telling me. Do you know when I saw your hand pierced, how much it hurt me? Oh, you child. You always carry everything on your own shoulders. Can't you rely on me a little more?
Father,
You were able to detect Julian's ambitions in advance, set up a trap to resolve it, and take responsibility yourself, surpassing even me. In my youth, although I suffered a bit, I saw the true nature of my two sons, and saw Eldoria's hope for the future. This suffering was worth it.
I have deceived you, after all, father. I am willing to accept the law. I beg you to punish me.
Don't talk nonsense, get up quickly, let the royal physician treat your wound. You need to keep this hand to help me rule the kingdom in the future. You must not let it leave any lasting damage.
Thank you for your understanding, father. I will not fail your trust in the future. I will protect the people of Eldoria and guard the royal military camp.
Good, since you have such determination. We will choose an auspicious day. I will announce to the world and hold the crown prince ceremony. Let all of Eldoria know that I have chosen a good heir.
A royal decree has arrived. By the decree of heaven and the mandate of the king, it is proclaimed, Prince Arthur, who holds Eldoria in his heart, possesses profound wisdom and foresight. He secured the alliance at the autumn hunt and brought stability to the court and the people. Moreover, he has maintained his integrity, restraining personal desires, thus embodying the virtues of a successor. He is hereby appointed crown prince of the crown estate. An auspicious day shall be chosen for him to oversee state affairs, so it is decreed.
We pay our respects to the crown prince. Your Highness, long live the Crown Prince. Arthur. After the ceremony concludes, return to the Crown Estate. Princess Yeonju has been waiting for you for quite some time.
My apologies for keeping you waiting, Princess. What? Are you afraid that I, the newly appointed Crown Prince, will suddenly turn my back on you?
Your Highness now holds a most esteemed position. How can you still be so improper?
I have fulfilled our promise from the hunting grounds. As Crown Prince, I offer you the position of my consort among all the women in this world. You alone are worthy to stand by my side.
Your Highness's words that day were resolute. I have believed in them ever since. To have earned your Highness's favor is my great fortune, and the fortune of our kingdom of Liao.
With a beauty in my arms and power in my grasp, this is merely the first move on the board. Next,